Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Howdy, partners.
Welcome back to the Voices of Atlas.
Which, by the way, can I commend
what's up?
myself
What's up?
because everyone's in the right spot this time.
Oh,
All right?
really?
Are we?
Everyone's in the
Oh,
right spot.
I don't know if I
this time.
believe him.
Everybody.
Get your bingo cards out. You're not marking that one down.
Everybody,
I like
get
how I
your bingo
turned that
cards.
into a thing now.
I love
Mostly because
it.
Victoria loves bingo cards. So
I do. I didn't even fill out my.
neither did
No.
I. I was like, I can't think of anything. It's
I'm
too
sorry.
unpredictable.
I just needed my little moment.
Oh
So.
no, you deserve that.
Take it
moment.
Pat
away,
on the
Laiba.
shoulder, Nick. Pat on the
Pat
shoulder.
on the back. Pat
There
on
you
the
go.
back. Look at you. Look at you.
If
All
Angelica's
right,
nearby,
welcome.
just get her to reach your hand in. Just,
It's just like a nice.
just like, and then, like, we'll do it as if like I'm reaching over.
Welcome back to the Voices of Atlas. As you know, you can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, YouTube. Join our Discord because our Discord is popping.
Have been bopping.
We have been popping and bopping on our Discord. There's no hate, no drama. Do what you want. Do what
There's
you
no
want.
drama? No, there isn't drama.
There's
We're good.
no drama.
Johnny,
There's
don't
no-
start drama.
You got boba
Yeah.
tea though. Boba tea's pretty good.
Me too.
That's
I
my
have
favorite.
not started drama. Don't worry.
Anyway,
I've not been stirring the
And-
pot.
If you guys have been following us for quite a while, you would know that we have been working with Stream Lounge, which is an amazing platform where you can watch a stream with us.
What
'Cause
did we
yesterday
watch
watched
yesterday again?
Moon Knight.
There we
We
go.
watched Moon Knight. And Victoria and I fell in love with Steven.
Yes, Steven's
So
the best
cute.
boy.
For anyone who goes
He's
and watched
very
that, by
cute.
the way, I fucked up on it because I watched it and streamed it the night, like the moment it
As
came
it-
out with King Von Schweetz. So there's gonna be 2 streams of Moon Knight for you guys out there if you go check it out.
You can see Johnny
Watch both.
and King Von Schweet's reaction, or you can watch Laiba and I.
Yeah. I'm in and out of that second one because I accidentally booked myself for work.
yeah.
I still made it work.
It was,
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah.
Moon Knight's good.
Moon Knight's good. Yeah.
It's
I love
really
it.
That's dope.
If anyone's wondering, Victoria is feeling a little bit under the weather.
Oh goodness.
No, my
She's just
ice packs.
Everyone send Victoria best wishes and
The
all
best
that.
loves.
I did
best
test
loudest.
myself for COVID for today.
all the good
Nothing
vibes.
yet.
Yeah. The loudest voices. Only
It's
for
loud as-
Victoria.
The weather has been up and down, and my
It was
body does
snowing
not know what to-
yesterday,
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
snowing last
blizzarding
night.
yesterday, and
I don't
now
and
believe
now
it's-
you have
snow.
12 degrees weather.
tomorrow's supposed to snow.
Don't believe in snow.
snow's not a thing.
Snow's not a
according to
thing.
me.
I've never seen it.
Canada's not real.
Apparently,
Well, no, I have to acknowledge Canada exists because I was like, there's 3 of you guys that tell me Canada exists, so it's like I'm outnumbered.
But we
Yeah.
gaslight you all the time.
But I don't
oh
live in snow.
shit! I don't have any Canadian gaslight for Nick. You cut that out on purpose, didn't you? In
No.
the outline.
Oops. Oops.
As
bad.
everyone knows, we have a classic line on the show that we always ask, but
Ugh.
we haven't asked it yet. And I guess you're wondering why we haven't asked it. Well, that's because that is the topic of our episode. How's your bin, everybody?
How's your bin?
So welcome to the episode. What's in your bin?
What's in your bin?
Did we like
What's,
it?
what
Also-
is in the Atlas bin?
Yeah.
What's in the Atlas bin?
If you're
We
in
have a
chat,
lot.
what's in your bin?
Yeah, tell
What's
us
in
what's
your
in your
bin?
bin, y'all.
What's
Yeah.
I'm
your
looking
bin?
right at the camera at you.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
What's your bin? What have
That
you
was
been
freaky,
watching?
wasn't
What
it?
have you been reading? What have you been playing?
What are you doing?
But there's also one other thing that I want to add before we jump into this episode, and that is 2 days ago, I believe, magazine article where we got interviewed
Yes.
got
Yeah.
dropped,
Yes.
and it's
By Caitlin
freaking
Sart.
cool.
Yeah, it's in all of our own link trees.
Yes,
Yes.
it is. Check our stories.
It's on
It's
our
it's
Instagram
also-
too,
yeah,
where you
on our
can find
Instagram.
an amazing quote from our own Nick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
did say
you're
some
Posted
so
that
you're
there.
so quotable, Nick.
He really is.
If you need to find where it is,
Just check out our
links
Instagram.
there, and also just check out Kate's art because
Yes.
she's very lovely
amazing.
and
Yeah.
so talented. Like how I've only written technical papers for
Oh
stuff,
my
and
God, they're so
reading
good.
an article like that is like
It was
next
amazing.
level.
She made us
God.
sound smart. You know?
Which is the
Right?
most shock.
Like-
Yeah.
She made it sound like we're
Right.
geniuses, you know?
We are.
That's how talented of a writer she
I
is.
thought it was really cool that she included the audio bits.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then she added like music and stuff, and I was like, oh,
It
man.
made me cry.
This hit me emotionally.
Also,
like-
if y'all don't like reading though, there's also an audio version that you can listen to.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
So even more motivation for people to go check it out.
There you go.
Hell
Come
yeah.
on, guys.
Like if you're gonna listen to
Yeah.
the podcast, take like what 30 minutes out of your time and go listen to that. It's like 13 minutes, something like that. 13 minutes, I
Yeah.
think.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth a checking out.
It's your
people.
drive to work. That's it. It's your drive to work. It's your walk around the park. Learn something.
Hot girl walk. Take that hot
Yeah,
hot
go
girl
for
girl
your
walk.
hot
walk.
girl walk.
Listen
Yeah.
in about my daddy issues.
Yeah, there
That's
you go.
something my boyfriend kept on like making fun of me. I'm like, I need to go for a hot girl walk. And he's like, what's a hot girl walk? I'm like, it's a hot girl walk.
You know, a hot
It
girl
is.
walk. It's
It
yeah,
is.
it's really
When y'all just go
Yeah.
for a walk.
As a
Hot
hot
girl.
girl.
It's a hot girl
As a hot, yeah.
exactly.
to channel your hot girl energy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly.
We're all living
I
that
need, I
energy
need to
right
find that energy.
now.
hot girl energy. We're ready to dive in to today's
Alright,
episodes.
Yeah.
Let's do
Might
this.
be a little bit all over the place, but guess what?
I mean, that's no
So are
surprise for
we.
us.
What's the
I mean,
Voices of Atlas?
so far
episode
we're
without
still on
chaos?
point, Nick. So far we're still on point because you got all of us in the right boxes. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
see,
Sign.
look,
That's a good
that's
sign.
That's a compensation for the mess that's about to happen. That's exactly what this is. It's like, we got to give it to him today because
Yeah.
Lord knows what's gonna happen now.
It'd be
Oh,
great.
goodness. Oh
right.
goodness. So we shall begin.
Who wants
Yeah.
to start? Who wants to start off with what's in their bin? I guess.
Yeah. Regular.
well,
But how's
bin.
everyone doing? Let's start with
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Oh
How's
yeah, I
sounds
guess
like
we should talk
regular
about
bin.
that. I
how's
guess
your
we should
bin?
talk
How's
about
your
what's our
bin?
regular bin.
I can go first. I'm
Okay.
back. I'm back in Canada.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And obviously, I'm feeling a little under the weather.
Oh, no.
Boo.
But it's been okay to be back.
Mhm.
See my dog. The only
The
dog
dog.
I'm allergic to is my dog.
Oh no.
Because that doesn't
Uh,
work.
It passes after a couple days, but he's a hypoallergenic dog, but he's the only dog I'm allergic to.
Oh goodness.
But it's great to be back, have a little bit of rest, and be in my normal setup. It's
Mhm.
very helpful, especially with the lighting. But yeah, that's my bin. Not too much, other than taking the TTC home.
Wait.
Yeah.
What's your
The
bin?
train.
Yeah.
Johnny, how's
What's
you
your
been?
bin, Johnny?
I've been working a lot. I changed the tires on my car today because it shouldn't be snowing in BC anymore.
Mhm.
It better not be because I switched back to my summer tires.
Oh wow.
Slammed my thumb while filling up my car with gas though, so that was fun.
Ouch.
Yeah, it's a little bit bruised and bloody at the
Johnny,
moment.
take care of yourself. please.
Yeah.
Fine. I'll be fine. I've been reading, been playing on my PlayStation 5, been playing. Yeah, we'll get into that stuff later.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
The
My
bigger
bin's
stuff.
been chill.
That's good.
Yeah.
Chill
So
bin.
chill.
I'm
Chill
excited for
bins.
my trip to LA.
Oh yeah, that's we
That's
got
also
to,
happening.
right. We
I've
gotta
been making my
replan-
lists.
Yeah, we
And
gotta
then Johnny, once
replan-
you make your list, send it to me and then I'll do it first.
I mean, it's also a checklist of things I need to bring with me, like toothbrush and my shaving products.
That's fine. She'll bring that too.
Yeah.
She'll bring it.
Yeah, I
She'll
can
bring it with her too.
You have my razor?
It's a very utility based
Surprise.
bin, you know.
I do.
You just stop by BC.
Yeah, get my brother to stop by, grab your shit. He'll be
Honestly,
without it for a couple weeks.
Not a
Sneaks
bad
into your
idea.
house, takes all the stuff on your list, and then is gone.
I'll include it on my clothes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
God. But yeah.
All right.
How about
My
What,
bin
Nick.
is same as last week, just more wedding planning. Just
Oh,
a constant
yes.
wedding
Yes.
planning.
What's your
Yes,
favorite
yes.
thing that you wedding planned this week?
the one thing?
Oh, okay. So we finally paid for the last payment for our Disney trip.
Hell yeah.
So it's like for sure we're going. We're not going back.
Yay.
We committed 10 days. to go into Disney World.
I love it. That's when I'm probably there.
Yeah. That's when
switch coast.
We're switching coasts that way.
I'm avoiding Nick.
Yeah. It was like both like relieving, but also just like anxiety inducing because it was a lot of money at once.
Yeah, I can
It's
imagine.
just like gone. You know.
Also, like you're within like the period to book your reservations and stuff. Dining, right?
we already did that. That was 60 days
Okay.
before.
Oh.
Good.
So we booked all the cool places. We booked like Be Our Guest, where you meet like where you
You
dine in
get
the castle.
Great
Okay,
stuff.
I've never done
The
that.
great stuff. Yeah. You meet Beast, Belle, and all that. You have the character dining the moments. The one that I want to go to is a restaurant. It's like a 50s diner. Basically you are in a kitchen that looks like a 50s like house, and they serve you like comfort food. That's like
so
one of them.
cute.
And then
Jeez.
and then there's another drive-in a drive-in theater like food place.
That's my favorite.
Have you seen that one? Okay, you've been
I
that
went
one, right?
when I was a
Clearly, I've been
small
missing out on Disney
child.
World.
Yeah. You get into like your table is like a car
In a
essentially.
car.
Yeah. And you watch like old Disney not Disney movie, like Disney cartoons that they project.
Okay,
but it's
now
kinda
I
like-
want to try this.
Yeah, it's like
It's
ambient.
at least 22 years old.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
Amazing.
Well, now I know what I'm doing for my honeymoon.
Yeah, and my fiance has just been watching like Disney food blog the entire time.
I love doing that.
Yeah.
Cracker.
So like every day is just Disney food blog, and I'm like, wow, I feel like I know everything about Disney World, and I also don't know anything about Disney World.
Gotta
So
get a
it's
hot dog at Casey's.
oh, I love hot dogs. But yeah, like basically we've been planning our entire itinerary at Disney World, which was fun. But man, like the payment was the hit. I was like, damn. I was like, oh,
Is
shit.
it more
That's
Oh my God,
Is it more
damn.
expensive than paying to go to the Halcyon Legacy for Star Wars?
My entire trip is the cost of going to the Helion.
But
my
he's
God.
there for 5 times the amount.
Yeah, I'm there
True.
for 10 days.
Instead of
Ah.
2
The
days.
Halcyon's probably, yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so yeah, it's been a
amazing,
good old time. We've been catching up on a lot of TV shows, which we're going to talk about this episode. But the closer we get to the wedding, the more like it's not stress, it's more just like there's a lot to do, you know? It's like
Mhm.
you think you got everything down, and then there's one more thing, and it's like
You're
dang,
wrong.
you're wrong. It's like, oh, we did one thing today.
There's
Great.
more.
There's 3 more things you got to do. It's like, ah, shit. Okay.
Or that one little thing creates like 18 other things.
Yeah, it's like, oh, we got to make cards, right? I got to make 130 of them. Like, it's okay. We'll do that. And then you're like, okay, that shouldn't be too hard. But then you have to like make sure everybody's name is spelled correctly. And you're like, how the fuck do we know everybody's name?
See, this is why I
I've
would just
only-
do an electronic invite or something.
Yeah,
you
but
still gotta type out all the names.
you still gotta tell all the names. And
Yeah.
it's like, ah, man, I've only known my Uncle John as Uncle John for my entire life. I don't know what his last name is.
This is just Uncle John.
Uncle John.
God.
Well,
Who knows
yeah,
if he's actually related to me?
exactly. You know,
First
especially
name's
being-
Uncle, last name's
especially,
John.
Like being Filipino, it's like you can't just assume everybody's just like, oh yeah, that's
Everyone's your uncle.
Tito right
True.
there. I don't
Tito,
that's,
Tito, he's right there.
that's Tito.
Just put
That's-
all on your name cards, just Tito and Tita.
Tito,
That's
Tita.
it. Big into
Um,
particular.
I had to ask my mom. I was like, "What the fuck is Tito's name?" And he's like, "It's Sixto." And I was like, "How the fuck do I spell that?" That doesn't make
Sorry,
any
it's 6'2"?
It's like, yeah, I don't know. Okay, like, hey, Filipino nicknames are wild. All right.
Okay, fair enough.
Laiba, how's your day?
It's a busy, busy,
I was
busy.
gonna say, how's that
bit.
docu?
I know, man. I think
Um,
you're the busiest. Like,
Yeah.
You're doing the most cool shit.
Yeah.
you're
I,
like-
li- I, li- I
Liba's
literally
living-
she's
I
living
joined
her
this call,
hot
like,
girl life.
out of breath.
You know, she's
Hot girl
She-
life, but also
She has to
tired girl
pencil
life.
us into her calendar.
Yeah.
she
I'm
really
like, can I
does.
fit you guys? No, no, it's been a pretty good bin. We finished our documentary and then we're gonna start editing it soon.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, I mean it's been pretty tame but pretty busy at the same time.
Mhm.
Been tired all the time, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. I've been trying to catch up on pop culture. I
Mhm.
sound like a grandma.
Oh
Like
my
Moon Knight.
Pop culture, Oscar Isaac, Moon Knight.
Those guys.
But yeah,
You know, you can watch it with us once a week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
that's my downtime.
we're not gonna like talk too much about. Actually, we're just not gonna talk about Moon Knight more than that today because we're probably
We
gonna dedicate.
liked it.
Yeah, no, we
We
liked it. Yeah,
liked
it was
it.
good. It was a good time.
Fun first episode. That's what we know.
It really was.
Yeah, it was real
Even more
great.
fun if you join us live every
On
Stream
Wednesday at
Lounge.
6:30.
Not
On
IO.
Wednesday.
Shameless plug.
Just real quick. Just wanted what's Stunt Rubby.
Yes.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. They said they
Yeah.
got hooked on a Reading Black because of me. So that
Hey.
means a lot to me.
Hey.
Thank you. I love Reading Black. It's my favorite. And JT's in the chat. Hi JT. How you doing?
Hello.
What's up?
How's your been?
How's your been? How's everybody's been, man?
How's everyone's been?
That's why we're here today. We've been having very chill podcasts this episode and the last episode. It's kind of refreshing. So,
Well, the last one we
Yeah.
just did Marvel theories.
that one was
Yeah,
like
that was
writer's room.
fun.
So fun. That
When
was
I
so fun.
re-listen to it, it's just like me with like I feel like everything I had was like a tinfoil hat theory. I was like, let me just put it on the wall.
It
Let me
was all
see
just
what
chaotic energy, and I was there for it.
I
If my
love
hat
it.
was tinfoil, I hope it was a cowboy tinfoil.
A cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat.
Oh man, that's so
Okay
funny.
then.
Oh my god.
Lady.
Yeah. Let us jump into today's episode.
Whoa. Whoa.
Woo. 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 So who wants to start with what they've been watching? Yeah. Let's
Oh
do
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Uh,
What's
Nick,
everyone been watching?
I feel like I want to
Yeah.
hear yours the most because I know the least
Me?
about it. I think.
What, me or Vic?
I mean, the pirate one. I just
Okay, yeah,
want
no,
gay
Vic,
pirate.
Vic,
take the reins on this, Vic.
Again, I just want-
She's been loving the show.
Please tell me more about gay pirate
So-
Taika.
I didn't know like this was a show until there was like episode 6, and then by the time I started watching it, episode 7 and 8 came out, because thank God I did not, or episode 8, 7, 8, 9 came out. So I was like, thank God I didn't have to wait for the rest of these. It all came out. But yeah, I saw clips of it, and it's like Taika has a gay pirate show, and I kept on seeing them like post about around when Disney was not saying shit about don't say gay. I was like, oh, what's the show? This seems interesting. Like they've got like a lot of great queer actors, non-binary actors, and it's just fantastic. So the show's called Our Flag Means Death, and it's on HBO Max, and you follow Steed, who is like a pretty little rich boy, unhappy with his marriage, and he leaves to become a pirate. And he's
Word.
a
I'm for that.
gentleman pirate is what his premise is. He has group time with his crew, and if anybody's angry, they talk it out together. They're very much a cute little family. in that sense.
I kind of love that.
But it's like about 20-minute episodes, and they're incredibly funny and heartfelt, and like you really get to know like all of these different characters. You have such a diverse cast of people. I mean,
Yeah.
it's mostly men and the non-binary actor, a couple female characters, like the wife and another one, but so it's mostly men, but like it's pirate. It's fine, but it really deals with like compet for men too. It's just like, why is like liking women the default, and queer themes, which is really dope. And there's a love story, a couple love stories in there. Actually, a good handful of seeing these different positive relationships, and it's just really refreshing to see.
I love that.
Yeah.
And it makes
Yeah.
representation look so easy and so not forced at all, and it's just natural, and I don't know, it makes you really laugh, and then makes you really like at the end of it you're just like, where's season 2? I want season 2 right now. Like I need this right now. I need to know what happens.
Right.
Love
Because
that.
I don't want to spoil it because Nick is like starting it, but,
I
like,
just started it last
so
night.
he
that's
hasn't
fair.
met Pirate Taika yet.
I haven't
but
met Pirate Taika. No. Have you guys heard of it at all?
First time. I
I-
hear a bunch of other people talking about it, but I haven't paid attention to it.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah, I've heard it. I heard it from Vic.
Ah,
That's when
okay.
I saw it. And I was like, is that Taika? Like in
Yeah.
a beard? I was
Yeah.
like, sign
He's
me up.
very
Like, I gotta start watching it.
he's very outspoken about like having the queer rep in it, and like I think he's one of the either writers or producers on it. He has like involved with it. He's not just like, oh, I jumped onto this project. Like he's involved with it.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, we're living thunder. Valkyrie
Yeah.
better kiss her queen.
I was gonna say Valkyrie
and
better have a girlfriend.
I know there's Zeus who's gonna be in there, but I'm like, if Zeus introduces Hercules, he's a bisexual king.
Yeah.
Yes,
like,
he is.
One thing I think it'd be a good
Taika
move.
push it.
Yeah,
Taika
'cause-
has the power to
He
do
does.
that.
do something.
I
I
mean-
think Taika specifically has this uniqueness in his directing. Like he will do those scenes, and like
Mhm.
I think it's always in that realm of like, oh, is Disney gonna let it happen? And it's like with the current state of like where Chapek is with Disney, it's like, well, you can't like take it out now. Like that'll
Yeah.
look real bad. Like I'm so sure like Taika would have like filmed the scene that was very not explicit, but just like exclusive to like
Yeah, well,
queer
it's not like
communication.
it's like explicit in like an R-rated sense. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
like a you can't deny it's not.
This is a clear
it.
queer moment, you know, like this is like
Exactly.
I feel like he would film that. And then if we were in like not this like we're always anti-Chapek here, but like if
Mhm.
we were not in this looking at Chapek under a magnifying glass era right now, I feel like they would take it out and like, no, we're
Yeah.
not gonna do that, right? But I feel like if trusting Taika as a director, it probably exists and it's probably gonna be in the
Mhm.
movie.
I
So.
feel like now, like that I think about, like they probably would have had more queer moments in Ragnarok if
Probably.
it wasn't back then,
Yeah.
right?
Or even then, like I feel like now Taika has way more pull considering the success of Ragnarok. And after seeing how it
and
goes,
Free Guy
and Free Guy.
Our Flag Means That, like he's
Yes.
just putting out bangers.
Mhm. But what is it like? Because Shang-Chi and Eternals never got released in China, and that's
Yeah,
one
that's
of the
pretty wild.
main reasons why Disney has been very
Shame.
apprehensive, amongst
Mhm.
other reasons, about
shame.
showing queer representation. So,
Yeah, I
considering
mean that's
that,
why like they didn't
I'm looking really forward
explicitly
to it.
say gay and Batman either.
Yeah.
So it's just like also like the Chinese market is also like pulling away. They want excuses to not have Western media
Yeah,
too. So it's just like say fuck it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like you care about like the people and
Yeah.
people in your community just for some extra dollars. Like they will make enough money
yeah.
in the US for sure.
I have a question for Laiba because I saw Tyler's video, like what Taika
Oh.
said. Do you guys know? Have you seen Tyler's video? about
All I
what
know
Taika
is
said?
Tyler's been getting
Yeah.
shit on because he said that Taika's one of the best directors out there, which I agree
Taika
with.
is one of the best directors ever.
He is.
Yeah,
Um,
Shadow
Taika
of
is one
Doubt.
of the best directors.
He is absolutely. We're pro Taika here. What is it?
Reservoir Dogs.
There was a video he posted. It was like, yeah, if you
Choose a theme
make,
and then write a
yeah,
story.
if you choose a theme
Yes.
and then write a story, that's stupid. That's dumb. And
Write
anyone who
your
tells you,
story,
Yeah.
build it off of it, and
And then have it evolve from there, pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah.
well, he said like just write your story, and then if some like film major shows up and is like, oh yeah, it's about this, and he's like,
Loyalty.
yeah, duh,
Duh.
of course. Like, how do you feel?
Love
do you
that.
feel like that's a real like?
And then
Levis
like
is really-
Taika,
Oh,
I think he also said like fake it
100%.
till you make it. It's in the same
You
video
make
too.
it, yeah.
yeah. Like, what
Yeah.
do you feel like that's good advice, Laiba?
Oh, 100%. Because if you, like, as a writer, if you're like, all right, I'm going to write a script about this, every theme that you have that you will come up in your brain has a certain blueprint.
Yeah.
So you're all like,
Mhm.
our brains are wired to the point where you're like, okay, I'm going to write about this. So I'm going to stick to this blueprint. Let's say you're writing a superhero movie about justice. It's going to be a guy gets a superpower and then he saves the world. Then he faces conflict and then he resolves that conflict and then he's fine again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Insert X Marvel movie here.
Exactly. So what you have to do as a writer is to just write your story, like just write it down.
Yeah.
Just write it down, and it's not gonna matter. Like a film bro is obviously gonna come and be like, oh, this is about this and this.
That's
and I know
always gonna
because I have a
happen.
I have a degree in it, and you're like, sure, that's
Okay,
that's
yeah.
I thought you were about to say like, oh yeah, no, it's
Right.
just because I'm a dick. I'm like, yeah, that's most of them.
That's pretty much it.
No, if that's what they think, and that's what they think, because themes depend on the person that's reading it.
Yeah, I think
Because we can
themes-
interpret something differently.
themes along with genre. I think in movies are just like arbitrary. It's like Yeah,
so
they can.
arbitrary.
It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, this is technically like, you know, when you think about like Guardians of the Galaxy, it's like, yeah, it's technically sci-fi, but also
Because
it's
it's
not,
comedy.
you know?
Technically,
Yeah.
not.
It's also
just
like
like
a family movie.
It was, or
Yeah.
like Star Wars, right? Like it's sci-fi, but like
It's
also
also
They're
fantasy.
like, it's a space opera. It's like, is it?
I don't know,
Really?
man. There's
But if you
definitely
also think about it, it's a Western.
Like
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
space
exactly.
western.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
it's also like a Japanese samurai movie sometimes.
No,
so-
that's
Exactly.
That's why labeling
that's
it, like, puts
appropriating.
it in a
People get
box.
mad when you bring that up, and they're
I
like, "Oh,
mean-
that's awful."
They're just like, I don't know. Asian influence could never.
I've been watching what is it? Minx. Have you guys heard of that one?
No.
Yes.
Okay. With Jake Johnson.
Yes, right,
new
that
Jake
show.
Johnson's in. Yeah, it is so good. Me and my fiance caught up on it yesterday. We initially watched it because Jake Johnson's in it. And
Mhm.
that man is beautiful in that show. He is the eye candy of everybody's vibe. Okay, for Johnny and Laiba who haven't seen it, Laiba, this is not a show you watch with your parents in the room. This is not a show you watch with Jesus in the room. You understand? Like
you do not watch it with Lola.
you don't watch it with Lola in the room. You understand? Like you're not watching this on the bus. You're
I mean,
Maybe
I've seen people watch weird
Girls'
shit on the
night
bus.
with some seltzers, maybe.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
So
Yo, can I
have
get
somebody
invited
to
to
giggle
that?
with you, probably.
it's
Okay.
basically a woman who is like a activist writer for like the feminist movement, but it's like in the 1970s. So like magazines are huge, and she's trying to pitch her magazine idea to like publishers, and they're all saying no. And then I'm about to call him Nick Miller. What is it? Jake Johnson's character is like he has a magazine, but it's a porno magazine. And he's like, yeah, and he's like, yeah. You know what? Hey, we'll put your thought pieces in our porno mag, and we'll make it a woman specific porno mag, and it's like so it's male models with like female empowering think pieces. You know,
Love that.
So it's like moving. It's like playing the demographic of like, oh yeah, these like porn mags are centered towards men. They read it, they buy it. It's like, why can't you make one for women who feel empowered to reach these articles, right?
And then you get,
Yeah, so
I
it's
love
like
that.
it's like taking the whole idea of like the feminist movement and like turning it on its head, kind of like during parallels is like, oh, see like how this is like unequal, but it's so funny. The cast is really diverse too, much like Our Flag Means Death. And just Jake Johnson, okay? Like Jake Johnson is the only reason you can watch that show. And like he's like, it's so weird because like obviously like all the men in 1970 are just like the worst people, right?
Awful.
I mean, that's most of life with men.
That's true. But
We're all pretty bad.
Jake Johnson's character, I don't know how he does it, right? Like he's both problematic and like very like supportive, you know, at the same time, in like the most awkwardest, not awkward, but like the most special way possible, you know.
But it totally makes sense because like if he's like, yeah, I own porn magazines.
Yeah,
come on, feminist writers.
Yeah, come on, feminist writers. Come on,
yeah, we got this. It's like
it's so strange. And then like there's those moments where it's like he has to like, you know, give it to her straight, and it's like, you know why? Like they're like arguing about something. He's like, I don't want to do this because this is like so anti-feminism. And it's like, let me tell you why I picked you, because no one else would. That's why you're here. Okay. And the reason you're gonna listen is because I have the money. So you can either walk out the door and leave and continue fighting, or you could do it here. And it's like that. It was both like very like empowering, but
problematic
also, like,
too.
Problematic because it's
exactly.
Problematic.
There's like the power dynamic, but
the
also
power
like,
dynamic. Yeah.
I'm giving you your opportunity.
Yeah.
Now
And
take
like,
it and be satisfied with it.
Yeah. It's very like, but he does it in a way that's not like I hate you. You know. It's because like, you know, his actions that she doesn't
like
see
you just gotta like suck it up, and
it's like
if you want the people to see this, you have to deal with
shit. So it's like, it's really great. If again, don't watch it with your mom in the room, don't watch it with your dad in the room. It's not, there's literally a disclaimer for anybody who's not 18 and watching the show right now. There is so much dick in this show. There's a lot of dick.
God.
Okay, there's so much dick, like a lot, tons of it. All right, you don't want to watch.
Clip that
this.
audio, everybody. Clip it.
There's so
I'm
much
clipping it.
dong, bro. So much dick.
So it's a
So
giant
much
sausage
dick.
fest. Got it.
Honestly, yes. And I think like at first I was like, this look kind of weird. And then I thought about it. I was like, why is this weird?
Why?
There's literally been titties like on Game of Thrones,
There's
on all of
titties in
these.
Bridgerton.
Exactly. There's
Exactly.
literally breasts everywhere. Why can't there be dick? This is empowering.
Take
You know?
back the dicks.
Exactly. Take back the dick. That's our new slogan.
Put that on a
That's going on a
t-shirt.
t-shirt.
That's a
Oh my
t-shirt.
God,
Take back the dick.
Take back the
Back the
dick,
dick.
guys.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
I mean, that's
Maybe
usually
the
just
little-
called taking a cold shower, jumping into an ice cold bath.
Yeah, man.
Polar
But-
bear bath.
There you go.
Definitely check it out.
Polar bear
It's,
dip.
it's real great.
Sorry,
get Jesus
take it
out of your
out?
room, though. No, check it out. Like check it out.
Okay.
I'm
I heard take it
excited to
out.
watch this next time I'm in
Yeah.
the States.
I'll
It's
say one more-
HBO Max.
I'll say
Victoria,
one
are you gonna
more
watch it
thing.
with your boyfriend?
No,
Yeah.
I watched it with my fiance. It was great. It was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Okay, Victoria, can you please record us his reactions because I kind of want to see it.
What is it?
Okay.
This is like one thing I told Victoria before we started the show. Like Jake Johnson never sits straight ever. Like
What do
he's
you mean?
always
I
like
don't think
he's,
he was.
he's always exactly. Like he's always like this. He's always like that. He just wants to get a clear shot of his thick thighs. Like that's literally the whole point of how he sits that
I'm
way.
just sitting on the edge of his seat so he can.
Remember, kids, if you want to see Peter B.
Most-
Parker, look at this show to get a picture of his thick thighs.
Not
Always
kids,
forget
not
he's-
kids, not
Not
Oh,
kids.
kids,
yeah.
not kids.
Johnny,
there
you're
was
gonna get
a-
us in trouble one
You're gonna
day.
get us canceled. There was a scene he was wearing like leather brown pants, and I was like, damn,
Oh.
dude, he's double hand up on a Tuesday. That guy's literally so confident.
Laiba's about to put Jake Johnson on her simp
I
board.
was like, this is the female gaze. This is
Yeah.
the real female gaze. The thick
Yeah.
thighs, the veins, all of it. Female
oh,
gaze.
no. And to quote Cat Lady JJ, the forearms.
The forearms,
Oh,
yeah.
the forearms.
The forearms,
yes.
the veins, all of it. Check it out. It's so great.
Mm.
Oh man.
I'm gonna need a moment to recover from that one. Thank you.
It's good. It's so
So
good.
good.
Mind y'all, Nick was explaining this to us earlier before we started the live, and he mentioned Jake Johnson's thighs. And I actually, for a moment, had my eyes wide and go like, "Do we see Jake Johnson's dick?"
No.
And apparently, we don't.
Unfortunately not. We're
No,
not.
I
we're
feel
not
like
graced.
if we did see his dick, he would be somebody who would have a prop double.
A
Yeah,
little
maybe.
bit, probably like
Modesty.
Sebastian
Yeah.
Stan in Pam and Tommy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just for modesty. You don't
Probably.
want people to see a real
we don't
dick.
get that. We don't get that kind of privilege here. You know, that's man.
Oh,
Take back the dick.
Take back the dick.
my gosh.
Johnny, what have you been watching?
On a more innocent note, I mean, it's not really innocent if I really think
It's
about it.
fairly innocent.
It's something inducing. I don't know what inducing, but it's something inducing. I've been watching Ted Lasso, and I just finished
Smile.
it today.
Smile inducing.
Smile inducing. I mean, end of
Positive.
season 2 for Ted Lasso, though. What's the guy's name? The other coach who was originally
Yeah,
the
the locker
temp?
room boy. Yeah.
Nathan.
Nathan. He's entering
Fuck
his
you,
villain
Nathan.
era.
I
He was
support
really like, I'm
people.
a hot girl villain era. Let me wear
I
my Roy
support-
Kent suit.
I support people's villain era, but not Nathan. No, Nathan.
He's
Bad
gonna
Nathan.
come out of it next season, though. You
He
know
better
that.
come out of
Wait,
it.
well,
He-
okay, what is the premise of Ted Lasso for people? that
Okay.
haven't watched it?
So before I started watching, I just thought like, okay, cool. It's just another sports show. Fucking hell, whatever. I'll check it out. I'll give
Barely
it a try.
sports show.
Yeah, it's barely a sports show. It's very drama driven, and I love it. Like, I mostly watched it because I remember Marmar raving about it.
Yeah.
I know
am.
Marmar loves it. Bunky
Yeah.
loves it. I love it. My boyfriend.
Okay, I didn't know you loved it,
loves it.
Victoria, until recently. So
It took me a while for my boyfriend to convince me, and then he sat me down and watched it, and I was just like, I love this show.
yeah. Because I think what was the moment that made me love it? I think no, okay. So the premise of the show is the fact that this woman who's just recently divorced buys the soccer club of her ex-husband. Or she wins it in the divorce, I think. It's one or the other.
Yeah, but they had it split, and then
Yeah.
she got all of
The shares or whatever.
The shares.
Yeah.
Right? So she wants to ruin the team for her ex-husband because she fucking hates him.
No, that's
And
awful.
to her credit, he is a piece of fucking
He's
shit.
awful.
No, that's awful.
We hate him.
like cheating on
oh,
her
no.
their entire marriage with younger women.
gaslighting her,
goodness.
shit like that.
His assistant
Oh,
was
never
sneaking
mind.
these women in and
Ruin the
out.
soccer team.
I do
Yeah.
love I do like her assistant though. He's a likable character and
He's
I
a good
hate him.
boy.
He's a good boy. But anyways, so her idea for ruining this soccer team is by hiring an American who does not know anything about football. The
He's a
soccer
football
football.
coach.
Oh,
He is a football
Oh.
coach, not
Got
a
it.
football soccer coach.
But
Are
he's
they,
not
like,
like an
in
NFL
England?
coach. He's like a collegiate.
so
Yeah.
where's the setting in
Football
this? Is
coach.
this in
This
London?
this is in
Yeah.
the UK. And
Okay,
he migrates
that
from
makes
like
sense.
the south of somewhere in
Yeah.
America.
He's got
yeah.
southern accent.
He's got a
Okay,
southern
got
accent.
Got it.
And honestly, Jason Sudeikis, like I loved him in We're the Millers. I
Yeah.
love him more in this now.
So this was actually based on a series of commercials.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Yeah, so Ted Lasso was a character based on some commercials for like the Premier League and stuff, and whatever. So like Jason Sudeikis played this character, Ted Lasso, and like you can, from watching those like first few commercials, like some of those clips made it in and whatever.
I need to
Of
watch
like,
that.
oh, like him not knowing what offside is and
Yeah.
whatever. Like it's hilarious.
I need to go
but
watch
it-
that then.
Yeah, Ted Lasso moves over
It is-
with Coach Beard, which
Yes.
is his assistant coach.
Coach Beard is
and
one of my favorite characters, and yes, he does have a beard.
he's so blissfully unaware. He's just like, he doesn't really know, but he knows how to treat a team, and
He is a
his
good friend.
His management style is so sweet. He's a good friend. He sees the best in everyone, and
Mhm.
he's just like, he really like turns the team into like a family, and it's
Yeah,
Kind of like the captain.
the
from,
writing is so good, and it like
it
you
really is.
dive into these characters, and it's also
emotional
super diverse
beats
as well.
Yeah.
we're all
The
about
emotional
diversity
beats
here.
are on point, and what is it? I think the moment I fell in love with it is just when Ted Lasso was doing that interview with people with like the giant crowd,
Mhm.
and then you just have the shot of the soccer team just fucking around and all that, and then you just have Roy tell the French guy no one has any idea what you're talking about. I don't know why that was the turning moment for me, but it somehow was, where I'm like, okay, I like the show now.
Mhm.
But
Roy
yeah.
Kent too. Like they
Roy
really go
fucking
into
Kent.
these characters of like, I don't know,
was
like
it?
team dynamics. But Roy Kent is
Yeah.
a great character. I
love
also
Roy.
really love Keely. She
Keely
was
is one of
real-
my favorites.
She was like a friend of the owners and ends up working there, and like
Yeah.
she has so much growth throughout all the series, and I'm like, it's
You
good.
love every single, like,
it makes you
majority of the
feel
characters.
so wholesome, and like
Does.
they treat all these like toxic masculinity ideas and kind of like approaches it in a healthy way, because like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
we have
like-
these,
that's cool.
Yeah.
strange
There's a lot of
son relationships
Mhm.
too, and
I recommend checking it out. It is on Apple TV, though.
Plus.
Oh, Apple
yeah.
TV.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I've been wanting to get back Apple TV because they have that comedy murder mystery show on there.
What's it
With-
called?
I forget, but the fucking voice actor for Sonic's on it.
Oh, Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz. Ben Schwartz is on
Okay,
it.
I
yeah.
need to check it out now.
It's a whoodunit show, but it's like a comedy because it's like a bunch of comedians. And
Okay,
I've been
I'll have to
meaning
check it
watch
out.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out because I do have it currently because
And I-
I accidentally got Apple TV.
And I do want to watch
Apple
that.
TV has really good stuff.
I do need
I
to check
just-
out Coda
Oh yeah, that's
Coda's
because
on
it won
there,
an Oscar. So I'm like, I'll check it out, I guess.
It didn't win the Oscar.
did it?
It did.
It did.
Oh wait, what did it win?
Best picture.
All of their nominations,
Yeah.
I thought.
No, it didn't win
Literally
best.
everything.
It didn't win best animated.
Oh no.
Obviously.
You guys said
Okay,
all
so-
of them that were nominated.
No, all that they were nominated for.
Oh,
They were
there you go.
nominated for
I thought you said
best
like it won.
animation.
It won an Oscar. And I was like, what? It didn't win best animated.
Beat Encanto. Beat Encanto.
Never. No, but yeah.
But Dickinson's also on Apple TV. Plus.
Dickinson's
That
on there.
one, I feel like
I've been
your
wanting to watch
fiance
that
would
so
really
bad.
enjoy.
I need to jump into that. There's that show with the guy Danny Pudi in it, and
I know a
Rob
lot of people
McElhenney.
like-
Mythic
Oh, that's the
Quest.
one at the MMO.
Mythic Quest.
Is it-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my
Mythic
god.
Quest. I need to check
gotta
that one
watch it.
out.
I gotta watch it. That one's like God, I love
And
that
that's
shit.
another one my boyfriend likes, so
Favorite.
you'll probably like it, Nick.
I'm telling you,
you
Nick, me and your boyfriend are secretly best friends. He just doesn't know it yet.
Probably. He's
That's the
in
second
the
time you've said that
Discord.
today about someone.
true.
He's in the Discord?
Probably.
I'll tell you the
Nope.
name later. but-
Incognito.
Okay.
Incognito, but he's
Incognito.
there.
Oh
Just
my
lurking.
god.
Anyway, Laiba, is there any show that
Lurking.
you're watching?
Tell us your tea, or are you
Um,
too busy with the documentary? Which, you know.
No,
I'm
I had a day where I just binged Bridgerton season 2.
okay.
Okay, what is Bridgerton?
Let's-
I haven't seen
someone
it.
tell
Let
me
me
about
tell
it.
you what Bridgerton is. So Bridgerton was originally like a series of books,
Uh-huh.
like a romantic novel.
Uh-huh.
But now, so it basically started with Daphne, which is one of the many Bridgerton children.
There's like
And
8
this is like,
total.
yeah,
I think
there's
there's
8.
There's 8 kids, and like each book is about the different kids'
Each
love
kid,
stories.
yeah.
So the first one
Yeah,
was
so-
Daphne.
First one was Daphne, and the second season, which is the second book, is about Anthony, which is what's really cool is that like all the kids are like named alphabetically. So there's Anthony, Benedict, Colin, Daphne, Eloise,
Okay.
and stuff like that. But yeah, it's basically like a enemies to lovers, like romantic novel.
Okay.
First
my
season was
favorite
pretty
trope.
good.
Mhm. First season had a lot more sex, so people
Sex
have been
scenes, yeah.
unhappy about it, but like this was slow burn.
I liked it
enemies
though.
to
I
lovers.
loved it.
There was a lot of like almost kiss, like in their face, heavy breathing, almost hand touches.
Oh my god, it's so
Okay,
good.
now I
Like,
gotta
I
watch
love
it.
this.
I love
Season
that
two
show. It's just my
was-
favorite.
Okay, where do
so
you
much
watch
better.
Bridgerton?
Yeah, where do you watch
Netflix.
Bridgerton?
Netflix.
Okay, got it.
It's their
By the way,
highest
we're not-
grossing show.
We're not sponsored by any of these streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
we're
want
just.
Isn't
they
everything we
can.
watch is off streaming services?
I mean, if
which
you
can't help these
if
days.
any producers
Hey.
listening, we're more than happy to be sponsored.
Yo, imagine Voice of Atlas became like a Netflix series or something like that. Just saying.
Whoa. Just a talk show.
But
That'd be-
personally, I liked season 2 better than season 1, but I didn't rewatch
Me
season
too.
1. But I mean, there's that one scene in season 1 where I'm just like, maybe not. I like
Yeah.
season 2
which,
better.
Which
It's
one
more
was it?
the sexual assault scene where
Wait, what?
Yeah.
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 Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoilers?
And-
Hard
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't want to watch
against
it.
a man, and it wasn't it was played off as like but she was like only trying to like she didn't know. I was like, but she kind of knew.
Come on.
I'm
You
looking at
know.
the
She
cast
kinda
in
knew.
this right now.
But
Oh, it's a period piece too.
yeah,
It
it's
is.
like
It's all
in
Regency.
Regency. Yeah,
Oh.
Regency
And all
and
so much of the music is just classical arrangements
modern
of pop songs.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
but
God,
oh my
yeah,
god.
I love season 2 a lot more than season. Like I love Daphne and
Chemistry.
the Duke, but like the fact that there were barely any sex scenes in season 2 just makes the moments that Kate and Anthony spent together just so much better.
Or electric. Like, you
oh,
can
it's
just feel
just
the
so
sexual
good.
tension off of them. Also, fabulous South Asian representation there.
Loved
Okay.
it.
Like,
Oh
they
my
are
God.
the
Lit.
main sisters leads are from India, and they are dark skin, which also fantastic. I know so many people have been like praising that they didn't like light wash their Indian characters
Yeah.
like Bollywood does apparently
Mhm.
all the time.
Yeah.
So and you get to see like their colors and their jewelry and some of their like wedding
Hey,
traditions.
Freddie
and
Stroma's in it.
he's a prince in it.
Yeah.
He's been
Vigilante's
hinted to-
in it.
He's been
Nice.
hinted to come back.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
I'm
dig it.
so
I dig it.
excited.
Jenny Matrix husband's in it. That's wild.
Who?
Yeah.
From VGHS.
There is a lot of people, but oh my god, it's I don't know if you guys want any spoilers, but it's just like
It's
Hamilton
so-
in a little bit of it, and you're like, all these Hamilton songs just vibe.
Yeah.
This is
Because he's the only face I recognize, I will watch it and just be excited for Freddie Stroma specifically until I get attached to any other characters.
He's a good boy in it.
Is he?
If I
Okay,
yeah,
that's
he's
good.
a sweet boy. He's a
That's
really
good.
sweet boy.
Okay.
He means well, but it was, oh my god, it's so good. Like Victoria said, the South Asian representation. Like they had a classical arrangement of a Bollywood song, which is from my favorite Bollywood movie. And oh my god, and they put it at the best moment as well. And they had a bunch of like cultural things, like and like in South Asian culture, like when they get married, they have like a ceremony with
The
turmeric. Yeah,
Yeah.
and they just, like they spread it over like the bride's body and like the groom's body, but they just did it with her, and it was such a cute, intimate moment. And I was like,
it's
It's
nice.
like with her and
her
mom and
dresses
her
too, like the dresses
sister.
weren't like modernized. They had the South Asian colors. They had like the details, like all the fabric was probably from India, and the jewelry as
Her
well.
bangles were
Oh my god,
so
her bangles were so
gorgeous.
pretty. It was so cute. I
All right.
loved it.
I'm just compiling a list of all the stuff that I'm gonna watch.
I've been typing them out on my phone.
on your phone. Yeah, we're literally I think we said this in the last podcast. We're gonna be taking a break some midway through April, so I'm probably
Like
gonna be binging a lot of this stuff.
Mhm.
Through
this is my list
your watch
of
list?
things I need to
Crazy.
watch and read and play. So
yeah,
yeah.
Watching is the
that was a great
fastest.
episode.
You
Now I can like compile all this stuff and like
I
really
watched
talk
all
about
of Bridgerton season 2 on Sunday.
it. Oh, wow.
Damn,
How many
okay.
episodes?
13, I
8?
feel. 8.
18?
That's surprising for
Okay.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
saw that JT asked what's our favorite animated series, because we all like talked about live series.
Avatar: The Last
I s-
Airbender.
That one's
I
pretty good,
started
actually.
watching the Harley Quinn show, and it's
Ah, okay.
So
fantastic.
good, right?
Oh, I'm
It's
behind
Did you
on
finish
this.
it?
So good. I
Have you
didn't finish
finished
it.
What? Okay,
No.
what season are you on?
Season 1? I'm only like a handful of episodes in, but I
Okay,
love
okay.
it so much.
The moment that show won me over was the moment we had Joker come on, and then it was him just going like "fuck the poor." I don't know why. That was one
It
of my
got me
favorite
the
moments.
first episode. It just was like very empowering.
It was.
Yeah.
But it's like
I loved it.
kind of like it's like a good amount of violent, very much adult cartoony. I could hear my boyfriend chuckle like while he was doing work in the other
that's
room
funny.
too. It's like okay, this is good.
Johnny, you said Avatar was yours?
Avatar: Last Airbender.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
That's the first one that came to my head.
All right, yeah.
Nice.
What about you, Laiba?
Mine's kind of stupid, but it's Tom and Jerry.
Oh, you're
hey,
good.
there's
You're
nothing
good.
wrong
No,
with
that's
that. I
fair.
love
That's
Tom and
fair.
I love Tom and Jerry.
Jerry.
That's
Tom
all
and
I
Jerry-
watch
Tom and
every
Jerry did a
day.
lot of things for animation. Like
Did
it's
they?
such a good. Yeah, they did tons.
Yeah.
Like the most famous shows have done something for animation in some kind of way.
Pink
I
Panther.
think Tom and Jerry had its first appearance of like a black character, I believe, in Warner Brothers history, like in color.
Was it in a racist way though?
Yeah, it was terrible. That
Yeah.
part's
Okay,
awful.
that's what I had to make sure of.
It is like a Mama kind of like character. It's not really great,
Yikes.
but it does like, I mean, every milestone has been attributed to like Tom and Jerry's like ability to just like always be adaptable. Like there's stories that like exist throughout all time. Like they never get bad because it's just a cat chasing a mouse.
Yeah.
Or sometimes they're friends.
Sometimes.
Some very little. Very
Actually, wait,
little.
no. Have you seen that that Chloe Grace Moretz Tom and Jerry movie, Nick?
No, I haven't seen that.
Huh?
It's not good.
Oh,
It was
imagine it
not
was.
good, which sucks because I like Chloe Grace Moretz, but that movie was trash.
My favorite animated series is Futurama. That's my favorite all-time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Forgot about that. Yeah, maybe I need to switch my answer now. That or
one's
Clone
my
Wars.
favorite. That one, man.
Shira. That's also really
She-Ra.
good.
That's
Ooh,
really good,
fair.
yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
On the topic of animated, Johnny, you have Bionicle on here. What?
Yeah.
I
Like
have
the action
been
figures.
Yeah.
the Lego figurines. Yes, I had
It's
this prepared.
ready.
You had it ready.
I had it ready.
Oh my
Legit, in
God.
like the last few weeks, I've been on a Bionicles bender lately. Because
Like a
since I was a
show?
kid. Okay, so Bionicles were just a series of Lego figures. And for anyone who doesn't know, I'm gonna get really nerdy here. Like before I became a major comic book guy, Bionicles was my shit. I collected every single figure. Whenever I went down to like Seattle, where they had a Lego store before Canada ever had any, I would pick up like the free catalogs and the free Bionicle comics that they would have to go with it.
Oh,
It
right,
was
they
awesome.
did have the comic.
That's where my obsession with comics really started going, and they were all published by DC too. So yeah, but legit, I've been on a Bionicles bender lately, and it is great.
There's a
'Cause-
TV show.
No,
Or is it a
there were
movie?
4 animated movies.
So that's what you've been
Oh.
watching.
I've been watching those. I've been rereading some of the comics. So how Bionicles did their story for a while is that you went to lego.com and every single week, I think it was, they would have like a new chapter to add to the story. And it is honestly very complex and there's so much lore to it that I didn't fully realize. Like I even bought the books as a kid and I read those and I still didn't realize how much lore there actually was.
You should become a Bionicle lore master on
I was
TikTok.
gonna say I have actually no legit. I have been contemplating for the last 3 days about making Bionicles content on my
Do
TikTok.
it.
It would
Okay.
be
Anything,
so
I'll just
fucking
send it
dope.
to some of my
Your
family
cousin?
members.
Here's the leg up. I actually know that there is an extensive universe of Bionicle.
There is
'cause
extensive knowledge.
I used to be like really invested in Bionicle as well. I remember the movies. They have this whole religion.
Nick, what is your
Um,
favorite
right, did
Bionicles
you have-
movie?
My favorite Bionicles movie. It's honestly Mask of Light.
Mask of Light?
Yeah, the first
Okay.
one was good because
Okay.
like it set the I don't want to get too into it. It sets the character up like what's his name?
Takanova?
No, not Takanova.
Montanui.
Well, no, the kid,
mean-
the chronicler.
Oh, Jala. No,
Jala, yeah.
that's okay. So Takanova is Takua who becomes Takanova.
Yeah.
There we go.
That was like so cool to see. It's just like, oh,
was
man,
really
he's just
dope.
like a little small dude and he becomes a big guy. And like as a kid, I was like, oh, that's my favorite thing.
That's cool.
But it was a simple story, and then you get like, and then the subsequent movies were like prequels to all of that, and I was like,
Bionicles 2 Legends of Metro Nui and Webs of Shadow were prequels.
yeah, but
There we
it
go.
was so weird because the second one was a prequel to the first one,
Yes.
and then the third one was a prequel to the second one.
No, the third one is a
No, it's a
sequel.
prequel.
No,
It's a sequel to the prequel. I'm sorry, it's a sequel to the prequel.
It's a sequel to the prequel, but still a prequel to the first one, but also is a prequel to the end of the second one.
It's
I
kind of
was
like
like,
it's-
got it.
it's kind of like Lion King 2.5.
There we go. It's like Lion King
Exactly.
2.5.
Like
1.5.
Or 1.5.
sorry. My bad.
Get it right. Come on.
I do like the Bionicle universe. They did have like they had like a whole restart because they tried to bring it back.
I did not love the reboot, and I really tried.
Nobody loved the reboot. Everyone hated it.
They looked cool. I'll
and it
say
eventually
that.
died, yeah.
Yeah.
It
I was
a
even
very,
really into Hero Factory too at some point.
yeah. The reason why it like kind of died was because it's problematic in
grew
its
up.
naming. Well, that too, and it's problematic in its naming.
Yeah,
scheme.
it took a lot of influence from Hawaiian culture.
Yeah. So like
And-
Matanui,
yeah. It was a
All
lot
of
of
them-
appropriation.
it was a lot of preparation.
Yeah.
But they were cool robots.
They were really
skull
cool.
robots.
But no, what's really cool is that the creator was suffering from cancer and some other diseases at the time. And he came up with the idea of Bionicles as like, because the world of Bionicles, these heroes called Toas come to an island, and each little separate island makes up a being called Matanui.
Yeah.
So the idea was like, what if we have these pill-shaped canister, which is like the medication he was taking at the time to help him heal and all that. And he just, I guess it was like a way for him to like cope with his disease, which was
Right.
really cool. But yeah,
Yeah.
I
that's
just like
my
how
bin.
You could change the masks and the little.
Yes.
They're behind the masks for the
I
But
have
eyes.
some like right here.
You have
hold on, let me
Bionicles?
grab
Which
them.
one?
Can you
see?
grab
me
one
grab
for me?
them.
I want to see if I
I
can
will.
recognize it immediately.
Okay. For everybody who's listening, she's grabbing what I
Laiba's
assume-
grabbing
She's
Bionicles.
grabbing a Bionicle right now. And this
Fun
is like
fact, guys, me and Nick are
very exciting.
children.
This is a very exciting moment for all of us.
Meanwhile, JT says they've been reading the Moon Knight Lemire run.
Oh, cool.
which is-
Yes, Jeff Lemire's Moon Knight run is amazing. I
and
recommend that
this-
one the most.
Yeah.
Tyler
Oh,
says
I'm
it was
excited.
color appropriating.
Yeah,
Tyler's from Hawaii.
I was
so
gonna say Tyler would know for sure.
Tyler would know for
Yeah.
sure.
And Marmar.
Oh yeah.
Big
she's-
guy.
Let me see it. Let me
All
see
right,
it,
let's
Laiba.
see it.
I have two.
Okay, okay.
Why do you have two? Are they from your brother's room?
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're
Right.
best friends. Oh, okay, that's from the Glatorian one. That's from the
Okay, so
Glatorian
there's
era.
this one. Okay.
I
He's
think
a
his name was
boy.
like Magnus.
Johnny can say it. I don't know. Okay, I don't know any of the names. I'm just
Dude.
like,
He's a thick
There's
boy.
This one.
Okay, no, that's still the
so
clitoris
originally there
ones.
was a red one with very fat thighs, but in a good way, like only does
Jake
leg
Johnson,
day.
thick
I was
thighs.
gonna say
Exactly.
Jake Johnson.
This one is white with like a Mandalorian mask, but with like
Digging it.
ice crystals coming
It's got
out
furry.
of its arms.
No, it's got
and-
furry ears.
Yeah, but it's
yeah.
also like ice crystally, and it's got like this blue sword, and it's white, so
Oh
it's got a
my
fire and ice
God.
theme going on.
There you go.
There's a
guys.
lot more in my house.
There
It's
you go.
Oh,
ridiculous.
trust me,
audio
there's a
listeners,
bin
we-
full of Bionicles in my room.
That's
What
Johnny's
Johnny?
bit.
You know how like Johnny was able to clock that like immediately? That's me. With
I know he got it.
That's me with Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
I'm like,
You
I
should
know
get
what
any
series
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
that's
Tell you
from.
What?
Oh God,
Oh
I
my
was
gosh,
pulling out
just pull out a
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
card. Okay,
Okay,
let me see.
All right, this is just show and tell now.
this is a red guy.
This is the
that's
red guy, and he's doing the. I don't know what
He's
that
got,
card is.
like,
That card's not
3
good. So I don't know what it is.
stars.
Okay, wait, I got one, Nick.
What is that? Isn't
that
that the? That's an Exceed.
No,
No, it's
a
not.
blue dragon.
Well, it's an Exceed, but
and
it's a pendulum card.
there you go.
There's got a
Yeah.
bajillion stars on that one.
Yeah. Anyway, we're nerds.
Ranks for Xyz monsters.
So dirty.
Welcome to the What's
On
That
to
Blog,
something
fucking
that I've been
nerds.
watching that's not
I was gonna
nerdy.
say, let's bring this back to approachability for our audience.
Fleabag. That's the show that I've been watching on
Ooh.
Amazon Prime.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I watched
And
that.
there's 2 seasons, and there's probably only going to be 2 seasons unless
Aw.
there's a season 3 in like 10 years. Because
Uh-huh.
it's like, I think it's written and starring Phoebe Waller-Bridger. And
Oh.
it's fantastic. So the season 1 follows the main character, Fleabag, and her relationship with her family and just relationships. I would say she's a sex addict, or she uses sex as a coping mechanism and self-sabotages a lot. But the main premise is she breaks the 4th wall all the time. So she's like trying to convince you that, like, she's this happy person, everything's going great in her life, like this is like she's got everything all figured out. By the end of it, it's just kind of like breaks down for her.
Yeah.
Like it's ends in a spot of like, what but then there wasn't originally going to be a season 2, and then Phoebe Waller-Bridger wanted to take the 4th wall breaks into a different direction, where she has this romance with this character called Hot Priest.
Oh, no.
I love the show because it's like in her perspective, so she doesn't necessarily name all the characters, and there's kind
That's
of
so
like these
relatable.
4th wall breaks too. It's just like we don't know her dad's name,
Right.
and like at the like her dad and her stepmom are getting married, and it's like, oh, it's a wedding between Hillary and what's his name, and then she's like, oh, I just call him darling all the time.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
it's really funny because some characters you don't know the name, but some side characters like their name. But she's navigating this relationship with this hot priest and with her sister and stuff, and it kind of resolves in a nice bittersweet moment. But like the little kicker is like he starts to notice her 4th wall breaks.
Oh.
And he's just like,
Oh, that's
where
funny.
are you going? Like, what do you keep? Where are you looking? Like,
Is it kind of like the Truman Show? Like,
not really, because it's like within her own mind. Like we're
Oh, I
almost like
see.
an imaginary friend, or like this, because we're like a camera following her around, but like only in her own head. So like she turns and like she'll like narrate.
oh, so it's not
and
like
then
an
he'll
actual.
catch her.
Right.
But,
It's
like
not
he'll
like an.
catch her. He's like, where'd you just go for that second? Like what?
It's
what
not like an
happened?
actual show. It's like her. She is.
It's like
It's a
her
very
introspective.
It's a
okay,
show
I
in her
understand,
head.
I understand.
And it leaves season 2 where she's in this like state where she's accepted herself again, and
Okay.
basically leaves behind the camera. It's like, no, you stay. Like, I got this. Like she doesn't like
Oh.
she doesn't have to convince us anymore. And I'm like, it's so satisfying. Those 2 seasons. I think there's like 6 episodes each. They're only like 20 minutes, so it's super bingeable. But it's so relatable in so many moments. It's like messy, and like you kind of be like, why are you making these decisions? And then like you kind of work through that trauma that she has, and it's like, oh,
Okay.
I get it.
I'm
This
digging
is
it.
like a
I like
Throwing
huge
that
reveal.
one on the list.
I like the meta idea. It's always fun to tackle
Super
this
meta.
meta idea. I feel though like we're reaching that apex of like like 4th wall breaking meta comedy that it's like going to come out of
Mhm.
favor soon. So it's
like it's interesting because it starts off with like, oh, I'm gonna be comedic, but like it almost gets really sad.
yeah.
That she has to tell us.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
where's your friends and stuff? Like that's one of like the themes and stuff. And it's like
Yeah.
that's
That-
why like also Phoebe Waller-Bridge doesn't want to bring it back for another season. She's like, I can't keep it fresh
Going
with
for
these
that.
fourth wall
Yeah,
breaks
that's-
and like this
that's
and
the-
that. Like
That's
Hey,
the
that's a
thing.
good
It's like,
thing.
how do you keep it like be unique, you know? And that's
Mhm.
why I'm like, okay, I think
and like
at some
she's
point-
ending it at a high as well, where
Yeah,
we're like,
yeah.
oh, we want a season 3. We want like
Which is
them to
good.
get together. It's just like that doesn't make sense for the character and the journey that she's told.
Yeah, because sometimes, okay, that's like sometimes I have to like when people ask me like why do I like certain things, it's like that's just life. Sometimes you don't get to be with the person you want to be all the time. You don't get the happy ending, and that's just life.
Thanks
know?
for that, Nick.
Well, no, it's true. It's like that's just life. You don't get everything you want sometimes, and it's like it's nice to see like a series that's like, yeah, you know what, it ends this way, and that's it. Sometimes that story is
Like,
not.
you have to
for-
leave the characters to
Exactly.
finish their own story, and it's like
Yeah.
it's not necessarily a sad ending. It's just a little bit bittersweet, and it's
Yeah.
open ended, and you're like, I am satisfied with
Mhm.
how this character has grown at this time. which is
Don't
really
be
great.
Barry Allen and get like 9 seasons and still not be an actual character.
And still
God, I
always
hate the
having to
Flash.
find the solution of I gotta be faster. You've
I
been
gotta be
faster.
faster, bro. You've been faster the whole time.
Faster.
God. Sorry, I hate the Flash.
I liked it for like 4 seasons
Oh man, that's
out of 9.
I just want to say when
It got renewed.
when Victoria said it's super bingeable, I was like, we should name that episode this. Like, what? How's your binge? I think that's more
How's your
appropriate.
binge?
How's
Oh,
your
I
binge?
like that. I like that.
That's cool.
I like that.
Oh, that's so much smarter.
There you go.
Okay.
We're changing the name to what's
We're
your binge.
problem solving live.
Problem solving.
We're a unimind.
We're a unimind.
Exactly. We're just a writer's room.
Welcome to the writers' room part 2.
Hey, just wait till Voices of Atlas is like this full what's it?
What's
I can't even think of the word.
production
Production
company?
There we go. There we go.
All right, what's next on our list here?
We're
Have you
four
been
idiots.
watching anything else,
Oh yeah.
or did you just watch Bridgerton?
I've watched Bridgerton. I've been
Have you finished
watching-
Daredevil?
God, no.
Oh, the pain.
I'm like
No, I'm joking.
literally about to go on the last episode, and I've been putting it
Of
off
season
for
one?
so long. Season 3.
Whoa.
Okay.
Last episode.
So you've at least seen him get the suit from season 1.
Whoa.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Wild.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me.
Damn.
The last episode of season 3 is fucking amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been
Would you like to
putting
do
it
a
off.
watch party for it, Laiba?
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
wanna
Maybe because
cry?
I know I'm gonna do a watch party for Punisher.
Let me know when you want to do that watch party because I really want to rewatch that last episode now that I think about it.
I saw your-
Okay.
I saw your TikTok earlier, and I was I really thought you were crying.
Laiba? Yeah,
really
okay,
got me.
yeah.
I thought I was
I
crying.
know. I went to the comments. I was like, "Oh, is she dying?"
I was watching that. I'm like,
Audio, right?
she can't
Yeah,
be.
yeah,
It's all the
yeah.
audio. I had to like look at the little spinning thing. I'm like, okay, no, we're good. That's the audio.
I was
Mine
like,
was actually
"Damn."
okay. We're
Oh
good.
my god.
I was like, it hit, but I don't
That's
know. It
so-
hit that hard. I was like,
It was
whoa.
cute.
It was so cute.
I read Radiant Black
you catch up?
Hey.
Did you catch up?
on volume 2.
Yeah.
No, I haven't
Dude,
gotten
not
there
even
yet.
I've
Oh,
gotten
dude, you gotta
to
watch
volume 2 yet. It's just sitting on my shelf right now. I'm trying
Guys,
to read
come
other
on.
I didn't
things.
know volume 2.
I gotta
was
go
out.
get it.
I
get
gotta
it.
okay. So just I was gonna bring this up because that is like my little pocket of like what I've been doing. Obviously, I've been catching up with like Reading Black, and it's just like so volume 2 has what 7 through 12.
Yes.
We just got issue 13, and it's wild. It's super wild. They have a subset. They have a sister title with Radiant Red, and then they also have another title, which is
Rogue Sun?
Rogue Sun. Major dead dad issues. Super dead dad issues, because like it's about a kid named Dylan. He's Rogue Sun now, right? So he's basically, think of the Batman but on fire. That's basically what he is.
Okay, so adding Rogue Sun to Dad to Dead Dad Club. There we go. Jesus,
Oh my God, okay, I had to say this idea. We said it before the call.
Go for it.
I said I wanted to do a series of art. Well, I said this idea, and then Victoria's like, I should do a series of art. I was gonna say daddy issues, and it's magazine covers. And I feel like that would be a really good idea. What is it? So Rogue Son, major dead dad issues, which is crazy because it's about Dylan, whose father passed away, who was the old Rogue Son. So now he's currently Rogue Son. But every time he puts the suit on, his dad is there with him.
Oh
No,
It's not-
I
it's
was
not
gonna
that
say,
way.
is his dad an asshole?
His dead dad's a fucking asshole.
There we go.
Oh.
His dad left him when he was 4. Started a new life. Became super rich, has like this really extravagant, privileged lifestyle, lived with his mom the whole time. You find out that they separated because the mom just couldn't handle being in a relationship with a superhero. And that's real because, like, you know, why would you want to be in a relationship with a superhero if you don't
Was
feel
she
like the
asking?
person?
Was he asking where his super suit was?
No, I think
Where's
she
the
left
super
him. 'Cause it's like,
Okay.
I can't do that. You have to pick between, you know, being a family or being a superhero. And he's like, well, I have to do both. And he's like, you don't get to do both. You only get to pick one. So she left him. So he became, so Dylan is now Rogue Son because his dad passed away. So now he's like reconnecting with his father, but he hates his dad. It's really just like, damn, it's like unloading a lot of emotions when I read it. It's like,
Gotta love that.
can you imagine though? Like because like he's Dylan is also just kind of a dick because his dad was never around. So it's like, okay, now you're a superhero. Now you have to not be a dick, but also talk to the person that literally made you who you are.
Daddy
It's-
Oh my
issues.
god.
Major daddy issues. Okay,
We
that's
gotta
daddy
read that.
issues cranked to 11. It's good. All right.
Oh Lord.
Anybody's watching this or listening to this right now, read Rogue Son. It's really good. I love it.
What issue are they on?
Issue 2 just came out.
Okay. Wow, that took a
And
bit.
Yeah. Issue 13 was also pretty wild. And then I will not be talking about it because it was too wild.
There's another thing that I watched. It's so weird. I put it on the list. It's literally at the bottom.
Oh yes, no. Tell us about it. I'm
It
curious
has
if it's
no
worth watching.
It has no connection to whatever we talk about on this podcast.
No, that's
But
fine. I mean, we can make it.
Yeah.
We can
I
make that
watched
happen.
it.
Make it about it right now.
Oh my god, right now. So I
Right now.
watched it. I was told to watch it by a friend. So
Texas.
what I watched last weekend was Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Nice.
And I watched the old one.
The
which was
OG.
the one, the OG that was released
Hell
in
yeah.
the 70s
I
or
think
the
so, yeah.
80s. And I liked it. I liked it. It wasn't really scary.
Mhm.
Every time I watch movies like that, I always complain about it because I'm like, these characters are literally so dumb. Like, why
Welcome
would you
to
do
these
that?
classic horror movies.
I was like, this makes no sense. They're like, oh, let's knock on the door. No one's answering. Let's go inside. And I'm like, are you dumb? I'm like, are you literally dumb? I'm like, that makes no sense. And these
Right.
characters are like, it's a mess. Like these characters are a mess.
Right.
I mean, like literally, I feel like part of the joy of those movies, though, is just having stupid people get murdered.
Exactly.
Like if you do stupid shit, you're
Exactly.
gonna have some bad things happen to you, which is like part of the joy for me when I watch these classic films.
Yeah. And they like at towards like the beginning of the film, they like pick up a hitchhiker. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's stupid. I'm like, why would you do that? I'm like, I'm never leaving my house. I'm like, this is why people get killed because they leave their house and they pick up hitchhikers. I'm like, that's so stupid.
Yeah, bro. I don't even want my
Um,
mom in my own car. Why do I want a stranger in my car?
But yeah, it was like these like five
Bunch of
kids, like five teenagers, like go on a road
With
trip,
attitude.
whatever. With
Damn it.
attitude, and they go on a road trip, and they go to like one of the characters like dad's property, like their house, like his like summer home, and they're like,
Mhm.
oh yeah, it's like really like it's really quiet and it's like a summery vibe. So they get to the house and it's literally the grossest house. It's like broken down. There's like
Yeah.
no paint on the walls. The floors have holes in them. And I'm like, who would stay here? I'm like yelling at the TV. I'm like, who would stay here? I'm like, that is so stupid. Anyway, that was my complaint about that movie. And then we watched.
You saw the updated one, right?
Yeah, we saw the updated one. I didn't finish it yet, but there's like 30 minutes left. God, it was awful.
Is it worth, so it's not worth checking out.
It's so bad.
Okay, good to know. Because I like those kind of movies. You know, I like Friday the 13th. I like Nightmare on Elm Street. So I was curious if this was worth checking out.
I thought X was the remake that everyone was talking about.
X?
No.
Yeah, that A24 film
is a new one.
Yeah, X is a new one, but they made
apparently it's really good.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch that one, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre like came out on Netflix, so it was because it was made by Netflix.
That's why Juju got like the giant slab of steak.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, so I like the original. I like the 70s one. It was shot really well. But with this new one, oh my God, I was holy crap.
I remember watching the trailer, and then there's that one dude who's like, hey, try something, dude. We're just gonna get you canceled. I'm like, oh God, I don't think I want to watch this.
Yeah, here's the thing. They involved influencers in this, and I'm like,
why?
In the remake?
Yeah, in the remake.
Yeah, but see, like that seems like okay, did they do it smart where it's like, okay, because
no.
Okay, because like you said like in the first one, it's like, oh, it's so stupid, like why would they go in, right? And it's like, oh, if they're influencers, that makes sense. It's like, of course they're gonna go in a fucking house. It's like they would do it for the content,
if you
right?
Stuck Logan Paul in there, like, oh, dude, I want to go see a dead body in a tree or something like that.
I would write that way.
Here's
I think
like
that
what
makes
they
sense.
do. Like, here's like what the movie is that these influencers go to this town where so it's connected to the same Texas Chainsaw Massacre universe. So that event has happened, and they're like, and there's so that event has happened, and they're like documentaries on it, blah blah blah, and they go to the town where the murder happened. I believe the same place where the murder happened, and these influencers are in this like raggedy country town where it's like there's Confederate flags everywhere, but they're like, oh, we gotta like get this place like new and clean because they invested in it. And I'm like,
oh,
because they're like, the investors are coming soon, we got to get rid of this Confederate flag. And I'm like, what the heck is happening? I was so confused. I was like,
That seems okay. Who wrote this movie?
That's what I'm Googling right now.
I feel like it was like someone. I feel like it was an influencer who wrote this movie. They're like, what would people like? Yeah, let's fucking put a Confederate flag so we know that the characters take it down and they're against that stuff. It's like, no, you could just not put it in the movie.
David Blue Garcia.
And what's so funny is that every time the killer, so the guy with the chainsaw,
Leatherface,
kills someone, Leatherface, there's like this dubstep music that plays.
What the fuck? I have never
there.
associated Leatherface with dubstep in my life, but
like
okay then.
It's literally every time he like slices. Yeah, every time he slices someone, it's just like dubstep, and I'm like, what? Like, I love the first one because like I don't know, I like the kills in it. But in this one, it's just so like there's a scene where they're in an ambulance, and then Leatherface isn't Leatherface yet. So he's sitting there, and then he's next to like a sheriff, and he takes the sheriff's arm and like breaks it. Ugh. So he breaks his like femur, and it sticks out.
That's fine.
Sorry, Nick.
No, so it's not that gross. I've seen worse.
It's so his like he bends it like this way. So he bends it this way. So it sticks out. And then he takes the bone and stabs it into the guy. Oh my God,
no. Like, I can't do movies like this, man. I can't.
Dude, it's so fun.
It's so
I'm
funny.
with Nick on this one.
I can't. Look, my fiance is like, let's go watch X. And I was like, no. Laiba,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre night?
Don't go with
me. We should.
Like,
let's do it.
No, during our break, we just do nothing but horror films.
I can't do it.
Oh my God,
like, you know
yeah.
I mean? Like I can't physically do it. Like, you know how like this, I'm that kid, like my entire family's full of doctors. I can't do blood. Like I'm that guy. I'm the black sheep by default because like I just can't do the medical thing,
Nick, you would hate the classes I've taken in school.
Yeah, exactly. Nope.
Like,
sorry, I can't.
there's so many moments where like specifically in this new one where I was like, I can't watch it because it's like not that it's too real, it's just so gross.
Yeah.
Like there's
Okay, now I really want to watch it after hearing that.
Can't.
Oh
you
my
should. So
God.
there's a
Ugh.
scene where
Get on my skin.
you don't
I don't
see
like
it in
this.
the original one, but he like literally cuts someone's face off
Oh yeah,
and puts it on his own because
Yeah.
that's like Leatherface.
that's Leatherface's thing.
But like you don't actually see it, but you see it in like the background and it's a
Oh,
little bit
that's
blurry,
creepy.
but then you can hear it. And I'm like sitting there, I'm like,
So it's like the start of Moon Knight
Dubstep
when
on
someone's just
that.
stepping on glass.
yeah. Oh my god.
That was still
yeah.
pretty tame though, like in the beginning.
That was
wasn't
very
too
fine.
bad.
I
was like,
cringed
They
at
didn't
first.
show us the bloody feet.
yeah, if I saw the
afterwards.
bloody footprints, I'd be like, damn,
I was
that's
like,
pretty
That's
wild.
hardcore. It's just like,
That's
oh
pretty
no, it's like
hardcore.
kind of like walking.
Sorry,
around.
I love Fisher's in this new one.
Yeah.
What the hell? Or
Who's in
no,
Or the
Never-
new-
Elsie Fisher, not I Love Fisher. Oh my god! But okay, good to know. Okay, I'm probably gonna check it out now just to see how bad
watch it,
is.
Johnny, and tell
Yeah.
me how it ends because I haven't finished it yet. Because
You
I
wanna
really
watch
wanna-
it with
do you
me?
do you not want to finish it because you
Maybe.
can't like stomach it, or you just think it's that bad?
I just think it's god awful. I'm so glad because like I was with somebody and we like ran at a time because we had to go somewhere else. And I was like, thank God this is over.
Now
Let me tell
I'm
you,
glad
I
Laiba
had
put this
the-
on the list.
I had that exact same feeling when I watched Mitchell versus the Machines.
Yeah.
Because like I couldn't handle it. And I was
Apparently
in a
it's
public
very
setting.
motion sicky too.
Bro,
Oh,
Epileptic.
Yeah.
Is like not.
Because it's similar,
vibe.
it's made by Sony, so it's like
Yeah.
their whole animation style. But like I was watching it and I didn't know how like emotionally charged that movie is. To just give the premise of like the movie, it's just about this kid who wants to go to art school, and then the dad's like, I don't think you're gonna succeed at art school, but in a very like it's
That
not like
hit.
it's done in a way that's like not
real.
like, oh, he hates the idea, but it's just like, oh, I don't want you to fail, you know?
Then I don't want
Um,
to lose my daughter.
But she very much takes it like, you don't believe in me.
Mhm.
And like this is like what, like 6 months after I'd lost my dad. I could not watch this movie in a public setting.
Yeah,
And I was like, we need to turn this
Yikes.
fucking movie off. And then there was a reason I had to leave, and I was like, yeah, we're gonna go. Like I can't watch this movie.
I gotta go.
I can't. I was like on the
I'm
verge of
done.
crying.
I'm done.
And then I went home and I watched it myself, and I was literally crying the whole time.
Is that what
Yeah,
happened when
no,
you watched Onward again?
yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. Oh man, I just had a cry fest after that. I watched Onward like a week later after that. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. It's too much.
Fair enough.
Add them to the Dead Dad Club.
Adam Dad
Oh,
Dad
God.
Club. Yeah, it's not a fun time. Wait, I gotta ask because I know Vic, you read the Love Hypothesis. What was your
Yes.
thoughts? What was your thoughts on it?
What is the love
loved
hypothesis?
The love
Yeah,
hypothesis.
tell us the synopsis. Give us the
Yeah, I'll give you
us
guys
the-
like the short rundowns of all the books I've read because this is the most books I've read in a long time. Love
Ooh.
Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood.
Mhm.
Started off as a Raylo fan fiction, and then before it was done, she got a book deal. So the main character's Olive, who's basically Ray, and Adam. Basically,
That's not on the
Kylo Ren.
nose.
This is Adam Driver.
I'm looking
Listen.
at the covers and yeah, dude looks
No,
like
it's
he's
definitely
Kylo Ren.
Adam.
It is
Dude is Kylo
a-
Ren.
Grad school. She's a grad student doing cancer research because that's how her mom died.
Nice.
And he is a professor in similar but different, like not her professor, but like in different departments sort of thing. Also doing like cancer research and stuff. But they end up being in this fake dating AU. So they've been fake dating. They go on coffee Wednesdays, and her roommate is basically Finn, and her best friend's basically Rose. And Rose is dating this. She wants to start fake dating him because she went on basically a date with Hux, and she feels like she didn't have any connection to Hux, but like she could see that Rose wanted to date him. So she wanted to make sure that Rose didn't feel bad that like she starts dating like the guy that she went on a date with.
Okay.
And then eventually Finn and Poe get together.
Love that.
So it works out. It's great. It's super satisfying and adorable if you just like fluffy sort of fake dating romance stuff. It's really cute.
So if I want to read
sorry.
these books, where should I start? Because I'm looking on her website right now.
Oh no, they're all like independent.
They're all
Yes.
independent. I can just pick
Yeah.
any of them up and I'm
some
good.
of them, if you read
Yeah.
the descriptions, you'll be like, oh, this is a Han Leia. And
I
love
this
that.
is Raylo. You can pick
There's
it
no
up.
Luke and Leia one.
No, unfortunately.
Okay, good. We're
Unfortunately
good.
not. No, we don't support that.
Nick, what did your girl think about
Oh my
this
god, dude, she read it in a day.
one? Me
It's like,
too.
I was literally that day I was like running around trying to find one, a doctor's note, and two, a COVID test. And she's just like in the car with me while we're driving from like hospital to hospital. And she just reads it all in a day because I had to
Yeah.
wait for like test results for like 2 or 3 hours, and she reads it all in a day. She was like, she loved it. She thought it was so fun. She was like explaining all the details to me.
Yeah.
A whole ass titty in his mouth, man. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, but she doesn't have big tits. So
yeah,
like
that's the thing. Yeah. But like the way I always think
there's
about
only
that.
the one there's one sex scene. So like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine.
This is
It's
all a
really
book, right?
mild.
It's not a graphic novel.
No.
Okay, so I can read it in
Fucking
front of
something.
my parents. We're
Yeah,
good.
no, you can, I
Yeah.
guess. Go to church, bring it with you.
That's fine.
it's-
I don't go to
it's-
church anymore, so it's fine.
She's very much over the moon about it. It was a lot of fun. She loved it. She read it in the whole day. I still think of that video because I sent it to her because I saw Uzma like make a video about it. And that video is chaotic. It's so funny the way she talks about it.
I love Uzma.
Yeah, and then I sent that video to her to my fiance, and then we were at Barnes and Noble's. Like I was like, I'm gonna buy it, so she bought it.
It's really cute. It's really fun. Yeah,
Mhm.
I would say like a
Yeah.
level 1 spicy. Like there is a
Mhm.
sex
Oh,
scene, but I
okay.
also read it in a day.
Yeah.
And when I posted on my Instagram story, my cousin, she's like, "Oh, like my aunt picked up that book and she also read it in a day.
That's
she really
really sweet.
enjoyed it." And I was just like, "Oh, did you know it was a fanfic before?" And she's like, "We didn't." And I'm just
What's
like,
that?
Well, I just bought the
What's
book,
that?
so let's see
so
if I
funny.
can read it.
It's
read
really
it
Yeah,
in-
I gotta
cute.
read it. I think the day Victoria finished it, I was at the bookstore and I was like, "Let me
Do
get
I?
it."
Yeah, it's a really easy read. Quick summaries of the 2 other books I've read, so we can get off my reading topic. One called Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade. Saw a video from one of my friends, Rhonda Talks About Books, talk about like other cute things. This one is a plus size lady who is talking to like her best friend on Discord, and the Discord is for writing fan fiction for this Game of
Oh.
Thrones-esque Percy Jackson
Oh.
kind of show based on these like Greek gods and whatever.
Dig
So
it.
her best friend and whatever, like this guy, they've been talking, and then she posts a picture on Twitter of her in her cosplay of like her favorite ship, and then she's getting bullied and trolled by all these haters
Sounds awful.
online. And then the actor sees that, oh, like there's this lovely plus size lady, like let me just ask her out on Twitter, whatever. Like he knows it's kind of a PR thing, she knows it's kind of a PR thing, like whatever. But at the end of that first date, he's like, oh shit, this is my best friend on Discord.
Right.
So like he
Oh.
knows. So like
Oh,
there's
wow.
like this whole thing, they start dating and stuff, and he knows her fan fiction thing and whatever, but like she doesn't know his, like he's the main
Oh.
actor of this TV show. Like I mean she knows that part, but she doesn't know he's the one who's been writing fan fiction with her the
Mhm.
last couple of years. But it's really cute because I'm just like cosplay and Discord and throwing shade at Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And she deals with like her plus size stuff and how she perceives everything,
Right.
but also like and like fat phobia and whatever. He makes some blunders and stuff too of like,
Right.
oh yeah, like we want to go work out tomorrow. It's like fuck off, like
Oh, wow.
screw you. You're like, but then it's just like he's also dyslexic in it too, so like he has his challenges with that too. And I'm like,
Mhm.
this is like a real sweet, really real easy read. And then the other one, so I do recommend that one, especially if you're a nerdy fandom person.
Oh yeah.
Spicier than love hypothesis, but the spiciest of all is Ice Planet Barbarians book talk. If you know, you know. It's by Ruby Dixon, and that shit rated porn.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's it.
There you
Sorry,
go.
it's rated porn.
It's rated porn. There you go.
Not much plot. I mean, girls get kidnapped by aliens, and then they get crashed onto another planet because the aliens didn't have enough space in their cargo, and then they meet these blue Ice Planet Barbarian
I see where this is going.
aliens.
I see the connection.
I see why you.
I can sense.
It's also been circulating around, and it's also been in like all the Barnes and Nobles Indigos with these like very cutesy illustrated covers. When it's just like, do people know?
I'm gonna go to Chapters tomorrow
I was
before work.
I was curious of like how I was just like, oh yeah, barely any plot.
Yeah.
I mean, these girls are trying to get back to Earth, and like they found a spaceship at some point, but like it's like
There's just porno involved.
Big blue men. It's fine.
they're like 7 foot.
Is one of them named
tall.
Loki?
No. This I think came out before the MCU. This is like
Oh, that's so.
been around for a while, but the
Whoa.
resurgence
No.
on TikTok
Hmm.
and reading it on like Kindle Unlimited, like
Okay.
got these new covers
Okay,
and
got
got a
it. Got it.
reprinting.
Got it.
So
That's smart. I didn't
um,
even think about that. That seems like
yeah,
a good...
I don't know. That one is that one's just literally porn.
Well, I
Okay.
did buy the Love Hypothesis just now.
I would not recommend for you, Johnny, Ice Planet Barbarian. Spoiler alert. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Why?
Just no, it was I meant spoiler alert. It's just like it's a cute
cute.
Discord girl love
Okay.
story. And you get like both perspective, his perspective, her
Okay, fair
perspective.
enough.
Like
Oh,
if you
man.
wanna
I love those when
have a
they
good
do that
little-
in books.
right?
There was
enough.
a fan fiction book. I can't remember the name of it, and it's about, oh my god.
Shades of Grey?
No. It was like it didn't get as popular, but I do remember reading the synopsis in the Barnes and Nobles. It was like a girl had written a fan fiction for this TV show that she really loved, and then it got really popular. But the fan fiction was basically a self-insert character with like the main
Okay.
character of the TV show, and then it got
Love that.
so popular that they brought her onto the show, and like be as like a consultation writer and like be in the show.
Love that. I
And
would
she
love
meets
that.
the actor who plays the character that her character falls in love with. But he's like completely different. It's like one of those like
Yeah.
like you're not what I thought you were kind of stories, but then they end up falling in love anyway. I forget the name of it. If anyone
It
knows what
sounds
it's
so
called,
perfect.
if anyone knows
So
what it's
cute.
called,
If you
Send
ever
it our
figure
way.
it out, I would read the shit out of that.
okay, I will
but-
find out. I think my fiance remembers the name of it, but I will find it out. It's so crazy. Like these fan fiction writers will like get
Right.
like just deals. They're just like, hey, you know what? We'll make your shit a movie. We'll make your shit a. We'll take your thing. We'll change the names around. We'll move it around. We'll make
Bam.
it. We'll publicize
Accurate.
it. Boom.
And
There
that's
it
how
is.
you got 50 Shades of Grey.
Now you have 50 Shades
We
of Grey.
should start
Exactly.
writing our own fan fiction and see what happens with it now.
Oh, I'm not a writer.
Don't worry,
There's
neither
a
am
lot
I.
of fan fiction
I was
writers.
gonna say.
A lot of them are.
I can't call 50 Shades of Grey.
All
Oh,
right.
That's something else. I
Yeah.
can't call that literature.
Oh, you said you also watched Luca, didn't you?
I did for
Oh,
the
yeah.
first time. It was really cute.
Yeah.
Not my
Silencio
favorite.
Bruno.
It's not. It didn't hit for me, but like it's not necessarily for me. So it was
Yeah.
really cute though. I feel like if there was queer content in there, which there probably most definitely was, like it definitely they took out some of the emotional beats by taking that out.
Mm-hmm.
But like
Yeah.
it was just a cute movie. Like I didn't feel like I would need to cry at it. The only thing that was actually made me feel something a little bit more was the animated short after.
I was gonna say.
Ciao
Oh,
Alberto.
Yeah,
The
which
one
one
that
was
we watched on stream. Ciao
It was
Alberto.
called
Alberto?
Yeah.
Ciao, Alberto.
Yeah, that
You
one
didn't see it?
had way much more impact.
Oh, yeah. When he
than the
calls
movie.
him dad.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
I'll start crying
So-
like I don't my TikTok.
No, God.
exactly.
What was that short?
was
The
cute.
one I think my favorite Disney short is the one with the where they dance in the rain.
That's
Us
mine.
again.
Oh
That's my
God, dude,
favorite.
That's
I love that
Mine
one.
changed recently. Mine was the one that I think we watched at Victoria. It was it 20 something?
20
Was it called
something.
20 something?
Yeah, it's called 20
that,
something.
Bro, it hit. I was like,
20
oh,
something.
it was
I'll
so
need
good.
to check it out.
So good.
It's really good. Recommend everyone to watch it.
I'll have to
Oh,
check it
wow.
out.
all
That
right, cool.
And Lava. Lava's cute.
Lava's cute, but it's a bit long for me though.
Yeah.
I do like the music though. It's so
The music's
so
very
cute.
good.
So
I do
cute.
enjoy that.
We're watching anything else? You any last minute things that we've been
Peacemaker,
watching? Oh, yeah.
Victoria.
Yeah, eventually we'll probably do a show on it, but I
Me
love
too,
Peacemaker.
I feel like we
was
should
cool.
do it when Peacemaker season 2 comes out.
Yeah, like
Or
right
right
recap.
before
Watch
or
it.
something,
Mhm.
or after school and weddings and stuff.
Yeah.
Voices of
School
Atlas
and
season 2
weddings.
will have
Was that season 2?
a full
Heard it
here
Peacemaker
first.
episode. But things to note: there's gay,
It's
there's
gay.
people of color.
It's just gay.
You have
There's
bi
gore.
Peacemaker, but the gore is like campy gore. It's like funny, like gore I can handle. So like I
Mm.
feel like
Chainsaw with a certain, you know what?
yeah, there's like a chainsaw in there, but they actively kill racists. So
Yes.
that's the selling point.
That's the
Well,
best
I do
part. Fuck the
remember seeing
racists.
that scene where he's like, maybe you should kill more like white people, you know? Like,
Oh,
why
yeah.
you always gotta kill like non-white people?
Yeah, that's like the
Like-
first like 2 minutes of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
first
Like, wow.
episode.
You have no idea what you're in for, Nick.
We love a self-aware
We
king.
love Vigilante.
Vigilante is
He's
best.
just
I
like,
can't wait
yeah,
for his
I
Funko
actually
Pop.
kill mostly white people. And he's like, let me go fuck with these racists a little bit. And it's just like, thank you, James Gunn. James Gunn, fantastic. I feel like it, I mean, obviously it wouldn't have been what it is without him because he wrote it and directed it. But
He
Yeah.
made it while he was bored
Yeah.
during COVID.
What
Yeah.
God,
That's
man.
amazing.
I want more
True-
James. Like if
true
James
God.
Gunn ever got another Guardians movie, like make it gay, like that.
Right.
But like, cause
And
it's
we
not
have the
all
holiday
gay,
special.
But it's
Yeah,
you got some good rounded characters.
good stuff.
Yeah,
And then- John and we even playing video games. Oh, we played like one session of Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Which we gotta continue because that was fun as hell for
the
me.
last hour of me
Was
streaming
you
Tiny Tina,
dying?
I was doing a Brooklyn accent the whole time.
What
It's
the
just yeah, no, I
He
was
went
doing my
here.
Oh,
I
Joey!
I was doing my Joey Wheeler Brooklyn accent the whole time.
I forgot about
Can you
that.
do it?
Oh my God, what did I say? Oh, we were like getting attacked. It's so funny. We get attacked and like someone come up behind you like, hey, I'm shooting it. Hey.
I love that so much.
Like I was doing it for like a straight hour. Like a
Oh
straight
my
hour. I did not let
God.
up the whole
He
time.
kept dying too. He's like, hey, I'm dying
I'm
here.
dying here. I'm dying.
And I'm like,
Hey, it's
yeah,
my
no, I'm
stream
coming
supposed
over.
to
I'll
look
help
great.
save your ass. Let me just
I
turn
say
this.
I say we close out the episode with a Brooklyn accent or
Oh,
a New
okay,
York
yeah,
accent.
that's-
So
all right,
keep that in
got it.
mind before we
According
end.
to Wiccan, it was a very terrible Brooklyn accent. So there you go. If you're wondering if
Wicked,
it was
you're
any
the
good.
best, though.
Oh man.
I trust your judgment, Wicked.
We believe you, Wiccan.
You know what? Let's fly Nick out to Brooklyn for like a day
Let's
or
see if I
two,
can
and he
get
has
through
to
the
do
day.
that.
Like,
Let's see
hey,
if he
where can I get a
dies.
hoe? Where can I get a
Oh,
hoagie?
we're gonna get a hoagie.
Can you squish it real flat so I can eat it?
Throw in some pickles in there.
Oh man. All right. Fantastic.
Oh
I
lord.
think that's been our bin.
I think
Yeah,
that's
I think that was a really good bit.
That's a good bin,
That
guys.
was a good bit.
That was a good
That was a
Hey.
good bin, everybody.
Did you like the
Italian.
shit in our bin?
You guys see this bin here? It's good. It's
God.
I'm been in here.
Hey, I'm been in here.
I've
What
been
are
in
you
here.
doing? I'm been in here.
I've been.
Our
Aye,
accent is
aye,
not as
aye.
good as Oscar Isaac's.
I'm gonna
Can't
merit
tell
my
the
accent.
difference between my waking
Your
life and dreams.
And dreams.
Night gators.
Let you get this.
What the gators?
I love how they said later gators because alligator.
Alligators. So
Um,
cute.
Ay.
All right, let's wrap it up, people. We got we got more bins
All
to
right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on our amazing What's Your Binge? What's Your Bin episode. We I don't know. It always feels good to do a
Let
Let
pod.
me
It,
know
like,
if
feels
anyone
feels it's
gets
been
into
months.
Bionicles again, by the way.
Yeah, Bionicles.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Let me know if I
you
sparked
bring it
anyone's
to
interest.
TikTok and be the resident Bionicle
Yeah, be the guy,
expert.
I
right?
will do it. I'm not even fucking around. I will do it.
Be what I am to Radiant Black, what you are to Bionicles.
I will do that for Bionicles. Dude, if they
Oh, shoot, I
reboot
forget his
Bionicles
name,
again,
but he's the guy who talks about Lego a lot. Recently, his name starts with an A, but
Is he the
like
build master guy?
no,
I follow
not
that guy.
not Alec, but Akib. I think
sure we'll
I don't know.
find
I
it.
can't remember his name, the spelling of it, but like he talks about Lego all the time, and he mentions Bionicle sometimes. So I feel like you just got to be buddies with him, Johnny, and then you be the Bionicle guy,
me, I will
and like
become
you'll
the
answer all the
Bionicles.
Bionicle questions like he does with Lego.
I will start off with like ranking like certain Toas or something like that, and then we'll just get into the lore shit if it takes off. We'll see how that goes though.
Even if it doesn't take off, you gotta
No.
work
Just do
hard.
it. Hey,
I'll make it
Find-
happen.
Exactly.
go deeper, go home.
There you
Go deeper, go home, bro. Anyway, go watch all the shows. Go watch all the shows we talked about. They're all pretty cool.
go read all the
It-
news
And watch our show.
and
Yeah.
watch our show.
Atlas.
And go check
Yeah.
out the article we're featured in.
Yeah,
Yes,
check
link
out
in
the
the bio.
article. It's a hoot and a half.
It'll
If
make
wanna
you
check out the shows
emotional.
We talked about.
Hoot as in a cry, maybe a sob and a half, but
Yeah.
There you go.
in the
Sob and a half.
best ways.
Sob and a half.
Love that.
Thank you so much for joining today's
Voices
episode. We had
Atlas.
a sob and a half, Voices of Atlas. Everybody, plug yourselves in your
Oh,
Brooklyn
uh,
accents.
Oh,
I'm
God.
I'm amazing Nikenja. That's AMA Zing Nikenja. If you don't know how to spell that, go ask your mom. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok, where I do the hoo-has. And there you go. Someone else be talking here because I'm done.
I don't know how to
Come on,
follow
Victoria.
that.
Come on.
I don't have accents.
Any accent?
I'm thinking actors would just get
I'm-
really racist is the issue.
I'm Victoria Organa. You can find me everywhere. At Victoria Organa. I talk
Organa.
about what do I talk about? I talk about
Turning red.
turning red.
Turning
And-
red.
Off leg means death, and Moon Knight.
Yes.
Yeah, all the good things. Follow me.
I guess it's my turn. Hey, you can follow me at Marvelous Johnny. That's Marvelous with that's Marvelous with 2 L's. This is the Canadian spelling because Canada's better than Brooklyn.
What is the
That does not sound right in that accent.
What's
Really
a Brook-
don't.
what's a New Yorker doing in Canada? That's a
Give
better
me some
question.
fucking beaver tails,
I'm
mate.
Marvelous Johnny.
I'm Marvelous Johnny. I'm walking.
Johnny.
I'm Johnny, like the regular name, but a John in front of it.
Trying to follow me on TikTok, especially if I put out some Bionicles content.
Content.
Johnson.
I guess
done.
that
I'm
leaves.
done.
I guess that
I guess
is
that leaves me.
Laiba.
Hello, everybody. What was the British accent? Oh my god.
Here, I was
Listen,
trying really hard not to pull out a British one after watching Ted Lasso, by the way.
Mine just almost
Right?
went to German.
I thought you were doing a baby accent. I was like,
Done a German one.
Victoria Ghana.
I don't have accents, I tell you.
Funny. Go ahead, Laiba.
Hey, how is everybody doing? I've been mixed and anxious. You can follow me on TikTok. You can follow me on Instagram. We post. Follow us on Voices of Atlas. Join our Discord. It's a hoot and a half, and that's how you
Podcast,
do
bro.
Please to join our Discord.
It's the voices of Atlas.
It's
it. And what up is a voice of
We're
Atlas.
the voices of Atlas and we're signing off.
Thanks for listening to the voices of Atlas. All right? Yeah, see you guys later.
Voices of Atlas.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Smell you later, losers. We're walking.